All right, today we're going to do something bizarre and check out something called quantum love. I'll try to make this as scientific as possible, though, don't worry. So we have one wave function, another wave function. In quantum mechanics, what we'll do is we add the wave functions right here, and that'll give us a whole total wave function. And then if we want to operate on that, we'll square the sum of the thing. So we won't get psi 1 squared plus psi 2 squared. We'll actually get psi 1 plus psi 2. And actually, if you want to go hardcore, these are the complex conjugates of the wave function. So if these wave functions have like plus 3i and plus 2i, then this one would be minus 3i and minus 2i inside the arguments of the wave functions. But what's interesting here, if we don't worry about complex wave functions, by complex I mean imaginary quantities within the wave functions, and just look at the things and actually assume that they're matrices. If we assume they're matrices, then we can multiply these two out and we'll get this times this, of course, is this, and this times this is this. This times this is going to be this, and this times this will be this guy right here. So FOIL from algebra, we get this. Now you might say that psi 1 times psi 2 and psi 2 times psi 1 are the same, but not with matrices. If you have studied matrices, then you know that they don't commute like they do, like numbers do. Matrix A times matrix B doesn't always equal matrix B times matrix A. It's a strange property of the, not a strange, a logical property, but a esoteric property of matrices. So what's kind of interesting is you have the parent wave functions here, squared. But then you have a mix of the two parent functions. And I just saw an analogy between a dad and a mom, and that this might be the boy and that might be the girl. In other words, the genetic permutations that can occur, very similar to sometimes when you see genetic things like this, where you have red and slightly red and let's say blue and slightly blue, and you'll make a thing like this where you'll get BR and then B little r and R little b and little b and little r. So the four permutations. So it's interesting that wave functions generate things similar to genetic permutations of mixing of the properties of each of the wave functions. All right, I know kind of a bizarre lecture, but just an idea to throw out there. Thank you for watching. I look forward to any comments at the bottom.